Those are... Wow. Do you like Yanagi a lot? Because those pieces I would not put onto Yanagi. I will be real, I would put them on a good unit. Oh goddamn, I can see it the comment section below. Rivy hates Yanagi. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Which characters did you even skip? You skipped Seed, you skipped Sona Arya, you skipped... Okay. Most of that is pretty reasonable. How does your Soldier 11 look like? Your Soldier is at 50. Okay, never mind, your Soldier is dead. You skipped all of the fire agents. How do you clear fire? By having M6 Bernice? No, M1. Let's have a look at your mindscapes. You have none, I think. Oh no, you have M1 Yashungas. Okay. But aside from that, it looks pretty. M1 Trigger. Okay, honestly, good mindscape. A choice. Whether or not that was a choice, I don't know. We just pretend it is. Alright. What you are looking for, right? For Miyabi specifically. You can go lower on crit damage, focus more on attack, AP, and a little bit more crit rate, and that is basically it, right? Ideally, what you can do is ice damage here is better and has the higher potential compared to like attack percent, especially because if you run attack percent here, you cannot get it as a substat, yada yada. But the main problem really is that you are looking here for ideally an attack percent main stat, but that would mean you would need a lot of crit rates up, so you would need all of this like in here. It's basically shifting around a lot of your substats. Try to focus more on attack, AP, and crit rate, ignore crit damage a little bit, and then you're pretty good. So, that is, you know, the thing for Miyabi specifically. So, yeah. 91, so you do not have signature. You're running Steam Oven. You might want to consider HFG, but Steam Oven is just as well. Yeah, that is a really nice piece. Yeah, that looks... Holy. Okay, so, this is really good in terms of your crit rate and stuff. One thing I think what a lot of people underestimate is the damage that Dialan does. Dialan does a lot of damage. And sometimes, while something like this, I probably would use it as well, just because it looks nice. But possibly it could be better for you to use like something like this on her. Even though it has lower crit rate, the attack and crit damage just does a lot on her. Simply because you have like nothing here, right? I probably would not go below like 80-85% crit rate, and it depends on the boss and whether or not you hit like your stun windows in time, you know, all of that yada yada. But if you do hit your stun windows for that team, you can take away a little bit of crit rate and put it into like attack and crit damage, especially if it's very low like this, right? You have like no crit damage here, no crit damage here, no crit damage here, no crit... Okay, 1 crit damage here, 2 here, and 0 here. So you have 3 crit damage rolls, which is where this comes from. Ideally, you're looking at least at like 99%, but especially without signature, obviously it's harder, right? But pretty good. Yuzuha 183, 3-1. If you roll nicely, you probably... let's see if we are able to get you a better roll here. Oh, that looks good.
Nice.
We take this one. Focus a bit more on AP. You have more than enough attack, right? That is fantastic. Oh my god. This one could roll nicely. Yeah, that one does roll nicely. Okay, for your user. The way of how you play the stun rotation between Yuzuha, Nangong, Miyabi, you will proc a disorder. Well, you are gonna proc an assault and a disorder within the stun window with the Yuzuha. So focusing more on AP for Yuzuha is really good. So you're just really not missing out on much. It's really just a little bit of attack somewhere here. I think your Yuzuha is better now. You have 150 less attack. You are buffing nearly the same amount, right? If you look here, you 40%, right? So what you are missing is 60 times 0.4. You're missing about 25 attack, which is not really a lot. You are completely fine doing this. You have 100 more anomaly proficiency, and those 100 more anomaly proficiency, given that you do want to trigger an assault disorder. Regardless, you know, the disorder damage and the assault damage he is gonna be higher now. So this is gonna be better. You're gonna be buffing nearly the same amount. So 7355, you are not running impact, I think. Yeah, you are not. Otherwise, that looks okay. I mean, you want more attack percent. I mean, whether or not you will care about that is a different matter. Actually, you have so many good pieces. Damn it. I mean, that's still a good business. It doesn't need to be destroyed. You have so many good pieces. Oh my, not remove. We are just gonna level this and it's gonna be great.
That's pretty good.
There you go. No, not remove, equip. That is just better. You just have even more. Yeah, attack does like you. You just don't believe. You need to believe a bit harder. You see, I just said I'm gonna roll this and it's good. To be fair, that literally is because it's really hard to have this one roll badly. For Jufufu specifically. Also, this one you rolled. You rolled this one. Attack doesn't like me. +3, +2. Looks good. To be fair, right, roll better subs. If you can get a lot more crit rate, you could attempt to run impact here. But, yeah, you would need a lot better sub stats. But otherwise, it's fine. How many do you have? You have... So, which 6 units are you waiting for to use 28 hamster cage passes on? You know what? Scrap all of the discs and everything I did here. Scrap all of that. Imagine you were a Suzumain. Imagine you were a Suzumain. If you were to be a Suzumain and you would press this button here, well, the one afterwards, not this one, it will give you 9.09% more damage on this skill. That is true always. These 9.09% on this skill is gonna be worth more than any single substat you might get. So, the same, well, not the exact same, but especially Jufufu has, and even more if you don't run impact here, right? Jufufu has the problem that she really does not stun quickly. She is very comfortable and she stuns passively, but she does not stun quickly. Because she doesn't stun quickly, she really appreciates any kind of help she can get specifically for her days build up. How do you get days build up in this game? Either you increase your impact or you increase your days build up. Insane. I know, right? The stat days build up, I mean. This stat. You cannot get this as a substat. Impact you cannot get as a substat, you can only get it here and it's very limited. Which means the only actual choice to increase this is by leveling this, because this is gonna give you days MV and this MV is just gonna be a true MV, right? You press this button and you are gonna deal more days. 6.67% approximately. Plus minus. So, what I would recommend you, get these to level 12. However, I really wish I could say more, because I was really looking for a long time to just tell you, oh, look at that, you have not leveled all of your things to 12, but all of your agents looks just fine. Like, I would max these out, right? A lot of days you're giving up here, but I actually had to scroll all the way up here to Zuzu to find a level 11 skill on your carries, right? It took me a long time here to find this. Use your hamster cages a little bit, but I think it's fine. Hamster cages, you have 28, right? You do not have to worry. I will tell you, Nangang Yu, EX, ult, assist. That is what I would bring to 12. I think that is definitely worth it. Also, giving her basics to 12 is actually not that great, because it doesn't, like, this skill does less days than these. I mean, the assist depends on the matchup, but yeah, still. So, these are more important. EX and ultimate are more important than her basics. For Dialin, I would do nearly the same. Dialin, assist EX to 12. I mean, EX is obvious. Assist is usually because of the matchups you play her in. You are gonna parry a lot in these matchups, because those are usually rupture or attack matchups, which are very parry frequent. So that days does help a lot. Jufufu, right. To be fair, as you just said before, Dialin has ruined your Jufufu experience. If you play Jufufu, if you want her to perform well, if you care about it, right? Fufu, assist, EX, ult, 212. Right, it's the same with every single stunner in this entire game. You basically always want to max out these 3 skills. There are barely any where you don't want that. Let me quickly do through all of that. That is fine. I probably would level her assist a bit as well. She leveled Vivian assist to like 8. The main problem outside of Nangang Yu that normally teams have is that they don't really stun. Most people are only gonna get 2 stuns. Realistically, you can get probably 3 stuns, and you want to try to get as much days as you can. You want to parry on Vivian anyway, because especially at M0, you want to make sure that you can sustain your feather blooms, right? Well, not the feather blooms itself, but like the bloom stacks afterwards. And the way of how you can do this is really just easy by parrying on her. Use her assist follow up. If you do that already anyway, why not get a little bit more damage days out of it, right? Same here, Vivian, Jane. Honestly, for all anomalies, it's fine to just take your assists, bring them to like level 8 plus. If you want to go higher, it's great. But you are gonna parry on Jane, you are gonna parry on Vivian. Same on the stunner, you know, your trigger is on 1 even. So, this is good. I'm sad, but to be fair, it's Bernice. You know, you can make the same argument for Bernice as well. You are gonna use her quick assist a lot, but that's kind of about it. 39832, you're running attack percent. Yeah, you do. Those are... Wow. Do you like Yanagi a lot? Because those pieces I would not put onto Yanagi. I will be real, I would put them on a good unit. Oh goddamn, I can see at the comment section below. Rivy hates Yanagi. Oh my god. Rivy said Yanagi is a bad unit. I did not say that. I said I would put them on a good unit. If you read out of that Yanagi is bad, that is up on you. I would put them onto Bernice. Oh, goddammit. Yeah, it's, those discs are insane. Alright, Filter, that's a really good Yanagi. I don't have to tell you much, that's a really good Yanagi. If you want to, you can run pen ratio here. You can run electric damage. I arguably would probably tell you to run pen ratio instead here. Main reason I will tell you that is primarily because of the 10%, the 10% she gets from her basics, so you're already at 34% if you can, and you probably cannot. That would be really good. However, I have the feeling you're not gonna top this one. Yeah, she is perfect as she is. I love Yanagi. I love this Yanagi because goddamn, those discs are diabolical. How do your deadly assault scores look like? 38, 32... Okay, so that is fine, right? I would actually argue your scores are on the lower side. Actually, there's one thing about Bernice which I didn't mention, and we should do that. I'm gonna do this simply because I do like Bernice. You really want ER on her, right? You currently have her at STR1, but ideally you really just want ER on her. So if you want to STR 6er, then ER slot 6 and 2-piece ER. That is something you really want to go for, if you really want to, right? Nonetheless, let's actually do a run here. So, let's get this one done. Yes, that is still Ghost again. That is still Ghost again. Your Bernice is not gonna heal the enemy, don't you worry. Nangong Yu carries everything. The problem you have is that you kinda really just would want a little bit on energy regen on her. Which you don't have, but it's fine. Now we get our point. Where's my... there. Very good, very good. Let me parry. Thank you. We need to refresh on Bernice. Oh, we did it! Okay, 20k. That works. I think the main problem this Bernice has is you do not have the W engine, which really hurts her. Not because like it's really just she needs ER so much. She needs so much ER nowadays with the potential, because you're gonna burn so quickly through her heat, right? But otherwise, you know, the team is really fun to play. It is honestly not too difficult if you have figured out the stun rotation. Especially versus this boss, you know, you can just easily do that. So, attack percent out of 10. That is your grading. Your resource management was just fine. Your disc rolls were really good. You had a they were really good, but attack wear. They were really good except that. Your builds were fine for what you have had. There was not really too much. Your skipped units were also honestly pretty good. Your DR scores were lacking for your builds. And your overworld agent choice is Sambi, which is just a fine. Attack out of 10. I will give you an A+ here. It's really just your missing attack. It's an A+ account. It's good. Thank you so much for submitting your account. Much appreciated.